kind of tell us what you're going over now. You know
Mm-hmm.
what? Before we do that, Steve, let's go to your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I went to,
Yeah.
and the one.
No,
No,
I'm
I mean,
only laughing because I know the story.
no, but it's a story that
It's
you wouldn't
real.
believe unless you were there.
Yeah. People,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
but you know what, Mike? A lot of young men have
Need to
DM
listen to
me.
that blueprint.
They
God
have
damn it.
DM me. They have called me. They have seen me in public. It's like, bro, they laugh at first, but like, bro, I learned from that. It's like, bro, I appreciate that story. Like, so they it's funny at
Yeah.
first, but before they walk up, like, but I learned from that, man. You stayed silent, man. You taught me
Oh no,
something.
shit,
So,
you goddamn right. Shit, you
Hell
know what I mean?
yeah.
Shit, I'm living proof. You know
That
what I mean?
shit.
I gotta let them know.
That
I cried too.
prenup.
Like, I was hurt. After Mike could tell you, I was hard down crying, bro. After it
Yeah.
happened, like I called it off. I was hurt because I was actually ready to get married, but it was no way that I could marry someone that is more concerned about a piece of paper and my
Yeah.
happiness and her benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just
But,
crazy.
go through the whole thing, Steve. Let them hear the whole story of how really like of what she was trying to do to get over on you.
So
Get the money.
when you get ready to do a prenup, you both have to agree on it before it's signed.
Mhm.
I can't just write a prenup, give it to her, and she sign it. We have to both agree with the wording in the prenup before it's signed. But
Right.
not even before it's even drawn up properly.
Mhm.
We have to agree on the terms of what's getting drawn up, right?
Right.
First, let's start there. So she knew what was in it because we had to agree on it. So I had it. So like probably like a month before the wedding, bro, I gave it to him like, I know the month of wedding away. I just want to get these papers signed, before we get down there. You know what I'm saying? Before we even go, just get it out the way. Didn't put no pressure on it. 2 weeks passed. It's like 2 weeks before we got to go down to the wedding. I remind her, I'm like, I ain't been an asshole about it. I'm like, just make sure you get to them papers so I can sign, give them to my lawyer, so before we can get to Houston. Get ready, the week of, get ready to go to Houston. Look, bro, just go and sign the papers. I don't know if you're doing this on purpose. The tension's starting to come now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, I know you ain't deaf. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Just sign the paper, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I know who I'm dealing with. Bam. So we get down there. As we get down there the first day, we both with family doing our thing, seeing everything. So we really ain't seeing each other, right? Because once you get there, the groom go his separate way, the bride go her separate way. So we get there, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time, that's in my back of mind. I'm talking to Mike stuff, everybody about it. So that's in my mind. So we getting dressed and shit for the wedding and all that. We end up going to the back room where the wedding get ready to start. It's a nice hotel. We back there drinking and stuff, chilling, right? So the maid come. She tell me, Steve, she still ain't signed the prenup because we had a maid, we had a nanny. She wasn't our maid, she was our nanny because she was keeping our baby. So she was like, Steve, she ain't signed it. I'm like, what? She ain't signed it. I'm like, man, bring it back over there and let her know, man, I'm not gonna have this wedding if she don't sign it, right? So during that time, when the nanny was going back over there, my sister was in the wedding. So my sister had came out the room. My sister had left out the room when got with a couple of my cousins because she heard how they was talking in there. So she had my sister, they're ready to gang up and fight already. I knew my sister's super protective of me. He know my sister. 5'11", All-American basketball player. Like she the truth.
Yeah.
And beautiful. So she leaves out and she ended up talking to my cousin and them. So by that time I get word that some kind of friction is going on in there with the women. And then they come back. Steven, she ain't gonna sign it. I'm like, she ain't gonna sign it. The preacher jump in. What was going on? I'm not getting. I'm calling the wedding. She ain't signed the prenup. This nigga say, "Oh, I think we should just let God handle it." Come to find out. Hold on, E. Come to find out. Prior to that, when we was planning the wedding, we argued about this preacher. Because I didn't know him. I'm from Texas. Why I can't get my preacher from my church around down in there? You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, this the reason why she got this clown. Because he already don't believe in prenups. So his whole time, as soon as we get to me, Mike, and Steph, and all, let's get to the talk about it ain't going down. We finna go have some fun. Fuck this wedding. Hold on, no. Let's go. Let God handle it. And we gonna do this. Steph was like, man, fuck that. Nigga Mike, no, Steve, we ain't doing that, Steve. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. Mike, man, let's go, Steve. Let's go. Him and Steph, dog. That's why I love my brothers to this day because, bro, I'm talking about like to keep it funky. When you get to that position where you want to get married, dog, you want to go through with it. Like you actually found somebody as a man. to spend that money and to take that bow and that step and have your feel like you have found somebody who you can actually trust and spend your life with. So I was actually at that point, but that was the best thing to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? We called, Bobby Valentino getting ready to start singing. They look at him like, oh no, Mike, like, no. They tell him to come off the stage. You know what I'm saying? So I told him it was off.
Hey, what Bobby Valentino say? Is my curl too dry? Do I need to go put some?
He didn't know what was going on, bro.
It ain't got nothing to do with your curl, nigga. No, nigga, this just shit is over with, babe.
Oh, hey, and one day I want to hear his side of the story because he was out there with the people. We didn't see none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all was in the background. And he seen all that. Hey, but you know what? The one thing I could say this is when the preacher was saying, let God handle it, right?
Mm-hmm.
God handled it. He put it in your heart to do the right thing for you. God
Best
handled
thing
it.
that happened to me.
You know what I mean? God handled it, man. And you know what? Shit.
That shit was real life in there too.
Mike mom told me I became a man that day. While I was crying, she told me I became a man that day, bro.
You kept that money. I promise you that. You kept that money.
Yeah.
You didn't get caught up.
We ended up having a good time too. After that.
But it was like Eddie, it was like a movie though, like the way we were sitting there, like all the people, all the men's in the back. So like, damn, how long she gonna take?
Hey, so y'all shit was like the wood.
And that was just calm. I wasn't even trying to be a dirtbag, but one of her closest friends spent like 2 days with me after that. So I wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to be a dirtbag.
Yeah, you was. You know what? You was like, yeah, you was. You was
Mike, remember, we was getting ready to go out, and we getting in the car, and she was like, where y'all going? Yeah. I want to come with y'all. Oh, you do?
Come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, well, come on with me. You know what I mean? Because fuck that bitch over there. Come on over here. You understand me? Yeah. Everybody, we ain't got to always take the high road. Sometimes we got to go low when somebody go low. We going to go a little bit lower. You know what I mean?
I don't remember a lot of shit in my life, bro. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, bro.
So it was like the movie The Wood, but he didn't get married. You remember the
I remember
movie
that
The Wood?
Shit like it was yesterday. You came back in the room, he said, she ain't gonna sign it. Everybody's in the room like, what the fuck?
Couldn't believe it.
Everybody just dispersed. The shit was over with. It wasn't like, hold on, let me go. This shit was done. Like,
best decision you made in your life, brother. Believe it.
Yeah, man. I thank God for, we got two beautiful kids today, both in college, doing amazing things. But for the most part,
they all look like him. You see his nose? You see how his nose go like this? They all got that. He can't deny none of them, Eddie.
At all.
Not one of them.
They got the trademark, man. They got the trademark.
Hey, Jack, listen, what was hella funny is that at the end of the day, dude was trying to say, and God, it's God's will. You need to. And you
Steve, tell her what she wanted from you,
God's
though.
will was your will, not what they, you know what I'm saying? That's so crazy to me, man. It's just, it's just how funny motherfuckers be putting this shit out there and want to throw shit on God because God don't have that kind of, that mindset or that relationship
that matters
for anybody. You feel what I'm saying?
And he's seen everything she was doing. Like, bro, see, my lawyer and them had already put me on game. Like, even
he might have had some money on the back end. That's probably what that was.
And even after the wedding, they told me, he told me exactly what happened. After I called it off, she tried to call me to the room and tried to say that she'll sign it now. Oh, I can't believe you did that. I'll sign it. But the lawyer told me, if she's crying or any type of distress or anything like that, don't let her sign it then. Yeah, because they can throw that out saying she wasn't in her right mind. And she tried that too and I didn't fall for it after the wedding.
How janky is
she tried that too. She tried that too and I ain't fall for it. Her uncle came to me and just come talk to her. Just come talk to her. He lucky he didn't got to get his ass whipped.
Yeah. He was like this close, huh?
Real close. Real close.